Hello there friends, and welcome to another video in our little series on how to create a custom theme in WordPress. And this is for a software services agency. And in the previous video we uploaded everything to GitHub, and in this video we're going to do the front page finally. So let's get started here. So we're going to do everything in our appearance menu and customizer. So if you go in the back end here to appearance and customize, we're going to add a section here that will handle our front page. So in here you can see here, this is just bare bones. So you can set a title, icon, stuff like that. Menus, we don't have any menu yet, we will create that later. And homepage settings, so you can choose either your latest posts or a static page. We're gonna have your latest post here as our choice, because we're going to create a custom front page. If you put a static page, it will look for a page that we create here in Pages. So we have set right now we only have two pages: privacy policy and terms and conditions. And if you would have put the static page as an option, we would have to pick one of these two, and we don't want that. All right, so we are going to create another section just down here under additional CSS, which you can put in here. All right, so let's go to our file structure. And if you were with us from the beginning, we already created a lot of files here. So we're gonna need in this video customizer.php, this one here, and also we're going to need the style sheet here, style CSS as well. All right, so let's start with the customizer.php, and as always, we are going to start with a PHP tag and a comment, and the package is going to be, if you were with us here from the first video or second video maybe, when you're going to need a text domain, and you find the text domain in the root folder and the style.css there. So let's just paste that in, and a little comment. So this is just functions for our customizer. All right, something like that. All right, next let's create a function. You can name this function whatever you want. I'm gonna name it CIY underscore front page underscore function or functions, and I'm gonna do a VP underscore customize, and then fill in with the functions we need. And the reason I'm doing underscore here is if I want to select the whole name, I can just double click and it will select the whole name. If I would have done a hyphen like this, you can see that the changing colors here even. So if I want to copy the whole name, you can see I can't. If I double click, it will only take one word or one section at a time, like this. So that's why I prefer to do underscore. Now next, let's create a section for a split screen. So what we're gonna do is VP underscore customize, and then add underscore a section like this, and then we need to call it split screen, and then an array with the information we need here. So first we're gonna need a title like that, and the title is going to be split screen, and then we're going to need a text domain here. Just copy and paste that one in, and then a comma. It's going to need to add a description, and the description is going to be F, and it's gonna be, let's see, set up your split screen landing page, something like that, and then comma, and then the priority like this, and it's gonna be 220. So the priority and semicolon at the end. The priority is just to tell WordPress where to display it here. All right, so 220 is going to be under additional CSS. All right, so let's continue because we are going to need to add a setting for the section, and we're going to start with the left side. Okay, so a little comment here, left side picture, and we are going to do VP underscore customize, then add a setting, and let's call it left underscore screen, and again an array. So the first we need is the default. Default it will be, so we need to get template underscore directory underscore URI, and then where to find it. So I'm gonna put this one in my image folder. So image, and I actually have a picture already. So coding.jpg, and then a comma, and the type is going to be theme mod, and we're going to put those in quotation there. All right, so theme mod means it will follow along. So it will the settings will still be there even if you remove the theme. Next here is, let's just check so we have the images, otherwise we have to bring them in later. So we do have coding.jpg there, right? So that's the one. All right, after the setting we need to add a controller for this one. So same here, vp underscore customize, and add underscore control, and in here we going to use new vp underscore customize underscore image underscore control, and here it's in the parameter vp underscore customize, and then the name of this one here of the settings. So we need left screen like so, and then as usual the array. All right, so here we need a label, and the label is going to be left picture. Then let's bring in the text domain, and then after a label we need a section, which section it belongs to, and it belongs to the split screen setting, sorry. And then there's this, oh yeah, no, yeah, section, sorry, yeah. Section, and then the settings, and the settings is left screen. All right, and the priority is for, in this section here for split screen, where would this one be? So we want this one to be the first option, so 1, let's put 1 there. All right, then semicolon at the end, and if we go back here in and refresh it, nothing's gonna happen really. That's because we need to do 2 things first. First, we need to obviously save this file here. And after saving, there still is two things we have to do first before it's gonna show up there. All right, so first thing we need to do is we need to run this function. We need to do an add action, and it's bringing in two parameters. So first one is WordPress function customize underscore register, and then the name of the function, which is this one here. Just double click on that one, see how handy that is if you have underscores. Then semicolon at the end. And the other thing we need to do is we need to open up our functions.php. We need to bring in this customizer file. So we're going to do require get underscore template underscore directory, and then where to find it. So it's in our ink folders and customizer.php. All right, semicolon at the end, and let's save that. Now let's head back to our back end here and refresh. And now you can see here we get our split screen. And if I push on this one here, we have left picture. All right. Now what we need to do here, we need to add a few more things here to for this one to show up. All right, but you can see we got it there. Now let's refresh a couple of times there, so works fine there. Okay, cool. So let's head back here to our customizer.php, and next thing I want to do, actually have an error there. I was thinking it was weird, picture didn't show up. Let's refresh. All right, so now you get the picture here as well. All right, cool. Okay, so let's add a few more things to our left side. We need a header, obviously, for the left side. So comment on that and left side header. All right, so it brings in another one, VP customize. And as VP customize, we need to add another setting. So add setting. And in this add setting, we are going to name this one left screen header. Like so. And also, we're going to use an array. And then in here, we need a default value, and the default here is our services perhaps. And then again, we're going to need to use the text domain, then comma, and under default, let's put in the type, which is theme-mod. All right, semicolon at the end, and then again, we need to add a controller for this one. So VP underscore customize add underscore control, and in this control we need the same name here up here. So it's important that, because this here, the locks or connects the controller to the setting. So that's why you need the settings name right here. And then after that, we need the same kind of array. All right. So we need a label, and this label it's going to be maybe header for the left side. Then the text domain. Copy and paste, and under the label we're going to need a section, and the section for this one is a split screen like this. And let's see, oops, comma here and comma there, and under the section we need a priority, and we want this as number 2 because this is number 1, and this one should show up under the picture. Semicolon at the end, and let's save that. Let's go to the back here and refresh, and now you get the header. This is pretty neat. All right, next thing we need to do is we need a button on this one as well. So let's add a comment for the button. So this will be left side button, text first. So again, vp underscore customize, and it's add underscore setting. All right, so let's call this left underscore screen underscore button underscore text, and then comma and the array, and in here we need default value. So so default, let's put in find out more, perhaps more. So and then text domain, comma, and the type, again theme underscore mod, and a colon. And for this setting, well, a little. So for the setting, we need a controller, obviously. So customize, add underscore control, and again, what we need to do is we need this one here. And when you coding your own theme, to save time, it's always the best to just copy and paste instead of write out again manually. First of all, it will avoid errors, typing errors, so it won't throw any errors when you test your theme, and also it will save you a lot of time as well. But I'll write here mainly because of for the learning experience. All right, and then in the array, first thing we need in the control is a label, and the label should be maybe text on the left side button, on the left side button, and then put in this one here, text domain, comma, under the label let's do section, and then let's call that one, well, it's a split screen. So as I said, it's better to copy and paste. Let's do that. So all right, and under the section we need a priority, and the priority should be 3. Let's save that, and in our backend let's refresh, and now they have the text on the left side button. All right, now this button, we want this to lead somewhere, obviously. So let's add that, and I want this one to lead to another page on our website, because as you remember from the initial video, I showed you what the end result. So we're gonna have two sides, one left and on one on the right, and nothing else basically. So the button must lead to a page on our website to show more about ourselves for potential clients. All right, so on the left side we need a URL, right? So left side button URL, and in here let's do VP customize. We need to add another setting, and in this setting let's call this one left button underscore URL. Yeah, let's call it that. All right, and then the array, and in here as always the default, I want to leave this as empty for now. You can put a page here if you want, but I'm going to leave this as empty. And then the type is theme underscore mod, right? And then add a controller for this, vp underscore customize, add control, all right? And this one needs the same as for this setting to connect it, and then URL, sorry, array. All right, and in this we need a description instead of a label. So in this description, printf, and we need to just tell them what to do here. So choose a page, comma, and then which section this one belongs to. And this section was split screen. Let's copy and paste that. And then the type. And here the type will decide. As I told you, I want us to be able to show the page, or choose what page it should go to. And how to do that is just to bring in a function called Dropdown Pages. All right, Dropdown Pages, and then the priority should be 4. Okay, then semicolon at the end. Let's save that. All right, so again, the Dropdown Pages will add the functionality of having a drop-down list with all the pages that we have created. So if I go back here and refresh, right, and if I open up split screen, we have a choose a page, and default there is empty. You can fill this one with anything you want. And if I click here, you see the 2 pages that we have: privacy policy and terms and conditions. So if you go back here to the pages, and as you can see here, we only have 2 pages: privacy policy, terms and conditions. If I would add a new one, just call it about, and just publish this one, nothing else. Now, if you go back here to the appearance and customize, we do split screen. Click here, you can see that about that page has been added here. So all the pages you have created will be an option for you to choose. So quite handy. All right. So that's pretty much the left side. So now let's do the right side as well. All right, so under this one here, we're going to do that in the same function. I'm going to add a comment saying, let's do it a little bit clearer here. So, and we need a right side like this, and what? All right, okay. So, and under here, let's do the right side picture, and same here. So VP underscore customize. Looks like I'm forgetting something, but let's see, VP customize and underscore setting. All right, so call this right screen, and then the array, and the first one we need is the default value, this picture, and the default should be get underscore template directory underscore URI, and let's tell WordPress where to find this one. So image design dot jpg, and if we go to images, we have it right there, design.jpg. All right, and the other thing we need here in this section is the type, obviously, and the type needs to be thememod. All right, and a colon at the end there. All right, so let's add a controller for this one. So vp underscore customize, add control. All right, so we need the right screen setting here to connect them, and then an array. And the first thing we need is the label. Label should be right picture. Like so, and also we need to get the text domain like this one here, and put in there. And oops, after the label, scroll up a little bit. We have the section, and section is split screen. Let's copy and paste. All right, and under section the settings, and again the settings was the right screen, and under settings the priority. So this one needs to be 5 because the previous one was 4. All right, so that's that. Oh, actually I forgot one thing. We need to add a new vp underscore customize underscore image control, right, and then vp underscore customize like so. Right screen, then the array, and then down here we are going to need an extra parenthesis. So you need the bracket and 2 closing parentheses as well there. Right, let's save that, and oops, and let's go back to our backend. Let's refresh on split screen, and down here we get the right picture. You can see what it looks like there. Okay, now let's add the same thing here that we did previously. So we need to add a right side header like this. All right, so again vp underscore customize, add setting, and let's call this one right screen header, then an array, and the first one thing we need here is the default value, and the default should let's say default our designs perhaps. Let's yeah, let's do that. Our designs, then the text domain like so, and a comma, and other default type themod. Yep. All right, then add a controller, add control. All right, and then we need the settings name down here, and the array, and scroll up a little bit more so you can see. And on the right screen header we need the label, like so, and the label, let's do header for the right side, and again let's copy and paste the text domain under the label of the section, and the section was split screen, and then the settings was the right screen header like so, and then the priority needs to be 6. All right. Yes. All right. So that's that. So now let's add the button there as well. So right side button text. So as you can see, this is identical to what we did previously on the left side. So we customize, add setting, and then right screen button text or right side button text. Right side button text. And an array, and first thing we need is the default value. So explore our designs. Designs, and then the text domain, like so. No semicolon, just a comma, and then under default the type, which is going to be vmod once again, semicolon at the end there, and then add the controller, customize, add control. All right, so then we need the name here of the setting right there, and then the array. So the first one we need is label. So the label should be text on the right side button. Right side button. Let's add the this little guy here, the text domain, comma, and then under label the section, which was split screen. Paste it in there. And settings. And settings just right here, right side button text, and the priority. The priority is 7 on this one. Semicolon at the end, and then let's add the URL. Let's do comment there. So right side button URL, and now let's add the settings there. VP, customize, add setting. All right, and let's call this one right screen button URL. Right screen button URL, an array, and first one is the default. Once again, I'm going to leave this one empty. And then the type, you guessed it, theme mod. Then let's add the controller, add control, and then we need the name of the setting right there, and let's scroll up. And then an array, and the first thing we need that is once again the description this time. All right, so printf, just to sanitize it a little bit for added security. All right, and then we need to choose a page like so, and then under description, same here, we need a section. That was split screen, and then the type. So this is a drop-down page again. Drop down pages. All right, so you need plural on that one, otherwise it won't work. And then priority T. and that should be 8. All right, semicolon at the end. So this should work. So let's go back to our back end. Let's refresh and let's go back to split screen, and nice. All right, and same here. You get all the pages that we have created so far. Cool. All right. So that's the backend code for the customizer. So I'm gonna stop the video here because I think it's gonna drag out. So in our next video, we will put this on the front end, so you can see it here, here as well. And then we're also going to style it as well in the same video. So that's it for now. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next.